People, they're always trying to give out good advice, and I've given up on good advice. I'm tired of it, so I give really bad advice. So I'm going to give you a series of phenomenal bad advice to at least make your life more interesting. And you can blame someone else when shit goes wrong. On the issue, I know a lot of people are in relationships and you're constantly worried, what if this person cheats on me? And you're like, what do I do? The answer is, you cheat on them first. Now, instead of being worried about them cheating on you, you're worried about, are they going to know that I cheated on them, which leads to whole sorts of other great dysfunction. The other thing I really recommend is on the topic of marriage. Everyone always talks about marriage. I definitely, unequivocally recommend only having sex with married people. Because you know, think about it. Someone was willing to commit their whole life to this person. Like, this is the cream of the crop. Like, these are the best people. Single people, this is dangerous. Like, they're all messed up. You don't know what you're dealing with. But a married person, someone was at least willing to say, I'd like to commit my whole life to this person. So that was something to think about. Other thing, career. Lower the bar. Stop with these high expectations. That's why you're not happy. That way, when you're the backup assistant repairman at the local 7-Eleven Slurpee machine, you feel amazing about yourself because you never thought you'd rise to such heights. A lot of people never make it to such heights. You just got to keep that in mind. The other thing I want to talk about is bringing sexy back. I never knew it went away. So when it came back, I was really confused. And I felt bad about not knowing that it went away and then realizing at any moment he could take it away again. Where would I be if Justin just suddenly came along and took sexy away from me? I'd be screwed. Or I wouldn't be screwed because I wouldn't know what sexy was anymore. Why can't somebody bring back something I want, like free love? I'm lucky if we even find like discounted love, half off at like Walmart. You ever been to Walmart? I love Walmart. It's amazing. Like at 1 a.m. in some podunk town in the middle of like Atlanta. I was in a Forsyth, Atlanta Walmart. And I was like taking pictures. And they're like, what's wrong with you, boy? I was like, I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. Like when you're a Yankee Jew, these things impress you. You just didn't grow up around this. You know, I was in New Orleans once and I got arrested during Mardi Gras. True story. I was totally sober. It was filmed by cops. I had 6 cops throw me down on the ground for Tai Chi. I shit you not, Tai Chi got me arrested in New Orleans. So I go back to New Orleans. I figure I'm going to win this stuff in court. I forgot there was also a whole night in jail. The big security, like the big prison guard threatening to beat me up because I was taller than him. He didn't like that. Someone kept telling me, you're in Bubbaville now, boy, over and over again. It was a really beautiful mantra to fall asleep to. And, you know, so it was a good time. So I go back thinking this is going to be a slam dunk win. There's no way that I committed the crime of disturbing the peace during Mardi Gras while sober doing Tai Chi. There's no way I'm going to lose. I lost. And I'll never forget, the judge goes, well, we're not accusing you of battery. Battery was not on my police report. Like that's some sort of plus. Well, we're not accusing you of Kennedy's assassination. We're also not accusing you of the Bay of Pigs fiasco. You lucky boy, lucky Jew. And I'm just like, this is crazy. And he goes, but y'all are really tall. And you do have long arms. I'm going to have to find you guilty. And I was like, and then my lawyer turns to me, the court-appointed attorney, he goes, this is a travesty. You need to fight this. And I'm like, fight what? I am tall. I do have long arms. Everybody knows this about me. You and I both know I need to go back to Bubbaville, and I'm just Bubbaed out. That was the thing. It was all about Bubbas. I'm a Yankee Jew. I'm not the right Bubba. So I had to move on. I want to talk to you about Valtrax. Anyone seen these commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys are doing great. Genital herpes is obviously not a problem right here. This is what I want you to realize. These commercials are the best looking people in the world, and they all have genital herpes. And they're stoked about it. And they're doing things that I've never done with my life. They're kayaking down waterfalls, and they're hot as fuck. And I'm like, genital herpes is clearly a club that I would like to be a part of. Valtrax. Like, I would love to see, like, a different Valtrax commercial, like some pimp is like, yeah, you know, I got a few bitches in my stable, and sometimes business goes down. You know, that's just how this shit rolls. But, you know, I hand out some Valtrax, and, you know, business and profits are moving. Things are grooving. Genital herpes ain't no problem. But they don't run that commercial. No. They run the most beautiful white people I've ever seen kayaking down waterfalls. That's Valtrex. But I want to talk to you about drugs, because I don't actually do any drugs, so I talk about it over the time to overcompensate. It's like I'm in AA, NA perpetually, but I'm not. So check this out. So here's how it starts. You start off with this idea of enjoy. So you have a few coots of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Next thing you know, it's a few pints. Next thing you know, you're fat. You don't want to be fat. So you take Xenical. That causes oily discharge and urgent need to go to the bathroom. This starts to impede your social skills, so you take Paxil. Now you can't function, you're not happy, so you take Prozac. So Prozac, and Xenical. It's really hard to say all these real fast. So now you're like, you remember what it was like to be alone, masturbating in a closet, crying, eating Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You don't want anyone to feel that way. So you start banging people left and right because you lost the weight, you can socially function, and you're not depressed. Right? But turns out, we live in an area of venereal diseases, you contracted genital herpes. Now, Valtrex, Prozac, Paxil, Xenical. So now you're, things are turning around again, I guess, because you took care of that. But the other issue is that you got a little bit reckless in other ways, and now you're in a lot of pain, and you're in a hospital, so you take Oxycontin, but you can't afford the Oxycontin. Next thing you know, you're wandering the streets for the H-bag, you're shooting up heroin on the streets, and it all started because you took the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You see? It's just one drug leads to the next drug. So that's about all I want to say about that. How much time do I have?
You got 45 seconds Q&A.
I got 45 seconds Q&A. Okay. Any questions?
I just like how all your crimes that you didn't commit were 1950s Kennedy-related issues.
Yes, I was going to say that.
It's like it's so specific. You're like the Kennedy assassination, Pigs, Cuban Missile Crisis. You got to add the Cuban Missile Crisis in.
I think that just came simply because I'm in the South and they killed him there. And it was an inside job. I think that's probably why.
My dad's bootlegging issues.
That was great. Yeah.
When you were saying why can't they give away, I liked that take on the Sexy Back song, why can't they bring back something I'm missing. I was expecting you to go somewhere else first, like the McRib or whatever. I don't know if you eat meat, but I was thinking a McRib or some discontinued.
Well, I would think of something obscure like that I
and
would
then go into the
be
free love stuff.
about.
Yeah.
I generally like to.
I thought that was really funny.
Wish things back. Anything else?
I really like the love in Walmart. I was wanting to talk about the people in Walmart and why you'd be in love with them.
I did. I really do. Yeah. Thank you.
You got it.
Yeah. Woo!